EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the New Orleans Saints. Greg Zerline, the Rams kicker, approaches, kicks it off, and here we go from Los Angeles. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Ready? Yellow lady. 58. Come on. You don't know no better. Check three. Check three. Check.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And all the way down to the 39. A huge play there right off the bat, and even 40 yards.
Well, partner, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. Now Breeze. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Pretty good start there on plays 1 and 2.
And not discriminating at all, is he? Make sure he's spreading it around on the first 2 throws of the game. 2 different parts of the field as well.
Ready? Yellow lady. Smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. Check. Lucky. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Kill.
On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze, rush coming, and he's taken down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Ginn has it complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Demario Davis there on the stop.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Show it up. Show it up. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Goff now to throw. They'll get 3 out of the dump-off there, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Go, Mike. 180. Hey, it's time to. Hey, let's go. It's time to Silver.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the 1st down there, help them relax a little bit.
Super 66.
Now Goff on 1st down. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Hold on. Check.
Now Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A.
We go tonight. 180. 56. Not today, you are. Not today.
Goff on 1st down. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England, the Rams never even got into the red zone in that game, and now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a 1st down.
We go tonight. 180. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, D. Kill. Hey, shell.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Another try after the 1st down sack. Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Kill. Maverick. One set.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now the man who broke Saints fans' hearts, Greg Zuerlein, on for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like
a
that.
Really good backhand.
It's a nice top spin on the whole thing.
I
love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
These two teams all tied after 1. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, you got 3 down. Kill. Over.
To throw, it's Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. I'll call it no gain there on the 1st down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Don't get nervous. Watch the safety creep. 5-9. 5-1. Here we go.
To throw is Breeze. Looking for Gannon. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle.
Eric Weddle is one of my favorite players in the league, Brandon. A guy that always seems to be in the right place at the right time, making a play on the football, and he has excellent hands, as we just saw there.
Like 20. You better bring it.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Out of the gun. Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
This close to the goal line, you got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Cameron Jordan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And Zerline's kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Now Breeze. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
58, boy, 58, 58. Mike, Danny.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And that is incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Man, I got you.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
They had 2 tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up 1st down, too.
Mike, 180. 56. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. 17. 17. 17. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up.
On 1st down, it's gone. Then Woods has it complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Goff. That'll be caught by Cup. And he's not going to get the first down. He had to get to the 30, but he's a yard or two short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, this from 48. This one is right down Broadway. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, with that incompletion, Charles, let's talk about the coaching carousel. Some new guys in new places. Ron Rivera to Washington. We got Mike McCarthy in Dallas. Matt Ruled up from the college ranks to Carolina. And for the Giants, Joe Judge. Any surprises in your mind?
Well, I think you start with Joe Judge going to the Giants, coming from New England, where he was the special teams coach for most of his career, and this season added wide receivers to his duties. Well regarded within the ranks of the NFL. Not much known about him to the outside world. It's kind of a reveal to everyone. Joe Judge, people will now get to...
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Hey, Delta. 58, boy, 58, 58, Mike. Stop your whining. At 58.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Check pass, check pass. 56.
On 2nd and 10, gone. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. Now a 1st down throw, gone. Going up top, that's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp, 53 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your turkey bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Breeze going to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started.
We got this.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Get him.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Strong right. Hey. You got three. Three down. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I'm going to come back to you.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And this one complete to Smith. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Hey, 4 down.
Throwing now is Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal.
Kill.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Breeze going to go on 4th down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good one.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Goff now to throw. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Complete. Smith has it. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
All right, T, let's turn. All right, T.
Now it's gone. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the... Fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun. Gone. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 28 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Goff. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going...
He's got daylight. The 40, 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 75 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, CD, with the end of the season comes the announcement of the All-Pro team, and everybody was like, wait a second, Christian McCaffrey's listed twice. Is that a mistake? No, he got it both at running back and flex. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive, because I think a lot of people thought that if you have a running back and a flex position, that maybe Christian McCaffrey would go into the flex because he catches the ball so well, and you would go ahead and elevate the big guy out of Tennessee, Derrick Henry, to the All-Pro running back. Henry ends up being a second-team guy, but McCaffrey deserves being first-team running back as well as first-team flex. He had a tremendous, spectacular year.
And as you might imagine, Baltimore leads the way. 5 players named to the All-Pro selection. Of course, leading the way for them, the quarterback Lamar Jackson.
Yes, and rightly so. And I fully expect him to be named the MVP when we get to NFL honors right before the Super Bowl. He's going to sweep all of those, and he deserves it. Carried that team throughout the season and got better in their bigger games.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And that will be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Harris to return. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Breeze now on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They go with a fullback line, and he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Here's the fullback, Zach Line. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. That's Latavius Murray. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, 34 yards, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. To throw, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
Here's Gone. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Back now in Los Angeles. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Goff on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Protein spill. Right there, 54 Mike. Pick me up. Here we go.
To try again after the sack. Goff steps away to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 23.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Defense, let's go. Hey, lift. Lift. Lift.
On first down, gone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. A throw over the middle, taken in. Accelerating and on off he goes. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, an even 90 yards. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Lutz will look to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
At the 24-yard line.
DC. Right there, 54 Mike. Check. Mike's 54.
After the sack on first down, Goff. That'll be caught by Kupp. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Goff now looks to throw. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back to throw, Goff. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. P.J. Williams with a pick. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Opposite.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
And it's 3rd down.
Get ready. Yellow lady. I'm here all day.
Now Breeze. And he finds Cook. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 10 yards, good for the Saints, 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
5'9". Here we go, D. It's just me and you.
Well, now a carry here for their fullback. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Ready? 5'8", 5'8". Hey, come on,
From the 24, Breeze, and brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready? 95-56, 95-56. Come on, boy. 12.
They'll run here. It's Murray. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over the...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Flushed out right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Kill.
Breeze is looking to throw. And this is Cook with a grab. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze, he'll take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the